I thought this was a good shot to start this video. Anyway, so today what we're going to do is we're going to get the connecting rods, pistons, so all the pistons assembled, and we're going to put inside the engine. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is what I did yesterday. First thing, the engine block is kind of sideways because it's easier to put the cylinder here. See how much oil I put in there. I think you can see better now. Too much. And if we go down here, I put the bearings, and I also torque this properly. Alright, so we're going to start by grabbing this guy here, which is the second one, and we are going to get this here, and we are going to put with the inscriptions, the letters pointing this way. Alright, let me see if we can focus. So we're going to do like this. One thing I need to account for is this bottom part. You can see there's some number on the other side. Come on, can you see the numbers there? Yeah, there you go. Better now. So those numbers, we're going to put them that way. So I'm going to remove this bottom part, and we're going to install the bearings there. Alright, that's a new mode video, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. So let's go. Let's get a couple of the bearings. Look at this bearing. It has a little lip in here. See that? So it's straight and it has a little lip. You can see people call this like foolproof. There's a lip here and a lip there. And what we are going to do is take your phone out of there. Let's focus. Get your assemble connecting rod. Let's take the bottom of it out of that, and let's just point this like this, because this is how it goes in the engine. So when I put that on the bottom side, I'm just gonna get like this. I'm gonna just put this on the side. You can't see, but it's right here, and there's no right or wrong side here. They all look like this. So you get this here, put the little lip in there and leave it flush, right? Keep your finger right here, flush there, and once it's flush, we're going to push this other side. So it's almost there, still have a little gap here because I didn't push all the way, and boom. You kind of hear a little click, but it doesn't click anywhere. It's just getting in place and touch the bottom. So you just be sure that this is straight, and it should look like this. Alright, little lip in there, flush. So if you put your fingernail here, you shouldn't stop your fingernail when you go that way. So this is it for this one, and we are also going to put the bottom one, and that's the same thing. It has a little lip on this side. You put the little lip there, make it flush, hold that with your finger, so when you push the other side it doesn't go up. And if you take the screw out of there, it helps a little bit. And done. Alright, same thing. So now we have both done. I'm not going to put oil yet because I'm going to test the clearance. Although I tested the clearance already, and my crankshaft just came back from the shop, and it is good. What I'm going to do is this here, we need to put in oil. So I have a little cup here with oil W30, and I'll just put in there. I actually should weight it. I'm gonna put on this paper here. Why am I saying that? Because for once I read the manual. There's a little instructions here. Then you get your ARP and see what is the size, what is the length, and all that stuff. So this first one is mine. It says 60 foot-pound, and here torque value range. If you have W30 oil, and it's between 55 and 65. So I'm torquing at 65, and it's good. I did that the first one. One thing we need to do that I didn't the last time is we need to lube this part here, because this should have some oil in it, right? And the last one I just put in the engine. I'm gonna show you. Also gonna use this tool here, which is the oil ring compressor. You're gonna see everything I'm using. It's here on the bottom of the video. Just open the description and you're gonna see what's happening. So I'm going to get some of this oil here, and so this is not going to come out anymore, all of this here. So this here, once we put inside, I don't intend to take out of the engine. Keep it nice and slippery. Get this tool here. There's one side you have where's my tool? You have the hole to put your it's like an Allen wrench. So you put this here and you keep squeezing it, and it's going to squeeze the rings on my oh yeah, my piston. So it's good to go. So everything is squeezed, you can see here. So let's go to the next step. We're going to put this inside the engine. Alright, because I messed up and I have so much oil here, which I don't need, I'm going to take that oil and I'm going to put here on the cylinder wall. Okay? Alright. And again, point the main inscription that way, and let's go slowly, not to avoid scratching our cylinder. Put it down. Be sure that this is aligned. So now that's the thing. If you go too slow, that's what happened to me last time too. If you go too slow, this is going to stop here. The ring is just gonna get between this and the cylinder wall. So people get a little PVC pipe or something. I'm getting like a bottom of my hammer, and I'm gonna do like this. Okay, so if it's not going, it's not good. Alright. Alright, so it did. Oh, that was my bearing. Okay, so I managed to put the thing in there. So I'm gonna push up a little bit. Now I'm going to turn the crankshaft, which just pick that up, and I'm gonna push that with the crankshaft, which is right down here, right? And I'm gonna get these screws. So this is the inscription right here. Let me see if you can see. I have no idea how I focus that camera to show you. Yeah, there you go. There's some letters there. So the letters goes to the bottom. The bearing is here, and we are going to put it there. But before, we need to get some plastic gauge, and put a little piece in there. So we have a little tiny piece here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that right here. And it cannot be right in the middle because there is the oil hole right there. Let me set on top. There you go. It's too big, but it's fine. Alright. So now I have the screws and I need to torque like I was installing for real. We're going to do 65 foot-pound. So I'm going to do 20, 40, and then 65. We are using the Torx E18, and this is the exact size we need to torque those there. We're gonna set this to 20. So let's go back. 20, boom, and okay, just tight first, so I have both sides tight. Alright, so now I'm going to go serious. Alright, 20, you hear the click, you stop. Okay, let's change that to 40. 40, bang. Bottom one, that, I hope you can see fine. And now we are going to 60. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I'm just adjusting the bottom of it. Alright. Great. Cool. So we have that down. We can't move the crankshaft because if we move the crankshaft, it's going to move my plastic gauge in here and it's going to screw my measurements. So let me try to unscrew this. See if it's going to move. Okay, it did not. Alright. I guess because I already have one, and when you put the second one, everything starts getting a little bit harder. You still can move by hand, but that's it. So now the tricky part here will be removing that, because in the connecting rod there is a alignment, a guide inside it, and that guide is so tight. Alright, so what I need to do is kind of hammer just you're not actually hitting it. And I have this little tool here. I'm just gonna put in between and tap so it opens. Yeah, it opened a little bit. Now I need to take the bottom. So you don't wanna hammer and damage. And you might wanna keep your hands here just in case this comes off. Alright. Alright. So this is the top part. The measurement should be the same. Alright. And what we are going to do is, it's pretty hard. We're going to do like this. So we have this much. Nope. This much. Or this much. So it's between those two. Yeah, it looks to me that is, let me try. Yep. It's between actually 0.2 and 0.3. If you look here, it's exactly 0.2. Where are you? Let me try. Focus. 0.2. So you see here. So that's what we have. So we are going to use plastic razor here. Clean that. You don't want that here at all. Here. And gold. Look at that. And let's do the same thing on the bottom. Okay, I guess you can see right here. There's the piece of plastic gauge, and it's actually this is wax. So you know, I mean, it's not. I don't know if it's a big deal or not, but you don't want to take the risk. You are having all this trouble putting your engine together, so let's just do it correctly. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna push this up a little bit and then go back down. I want to be sure that my bearing is correct there, which seems to be. I guess you can see right back there. And I also want to put some lube in there. So what I'm going to do, this part here, the crankshaft, is going to be up there. So I'm going to come right down here. This won't work. I'm going to get this other one. And again, all these lubes and all that stuff I'm using, it'll be in the description. Let's do like that. It'll be easier if the engine was upside down, but then it would be almost impossible to record. Alright, there we go. So I'm gonna put some in here, and where's the bottom part? The bottom part is right there. I'm going to also, you don't want to lube between the bearing and the connecting rod. That gotta be dry. Alright, and you can be very generous here. There you go. Putting this much there. Letters on the bottom. Move. Put my thing here. I'm gonna pull it. Alright. And I am going to set that in there. 1 and 2. I mean, it would be a good idea. Dip in the oil again. Everything gotta be lubed. I'm gonna do that. The bottom one too. Alright. I guess it will help the assembling, the torquing those. Alright. So cleaning hands, getting the torque wrench. Let's do again 20, 20, and 25, which means 20, 40, and 65. So if you never saw one of those, there are a bunch of numbers here. Alright, we got it. So there are those numbers. You twist it, you unlock it and twist it. I gotta do like this because I can't quite see. Alright, I think you can see now. So see those numbers? Those are 30 and 10 in one side and 20 on the other side. So, and there's a line in the middle. So we keep going up until we reach that line, and the 0 is right on the middle line. So this is 20. Then you tighten this bottom up. Okay, then we are ready to start torquing. So first thing we gotta do is hand tight. So it's not tight yet. There's now, yes, there's the guides, and the guides are not all the way to the end. Now they are, right? So both. Now what I'm going to do, just push a little bit. Let me move this a little bit up. Yep, I guess it's good here. And you just push until you hear the click. Push until you hear the click. Right, once more, click. So just to be sure. Now we're going to do the same thing to 40. Okay, so same thing here. We're going to unscrew the bottom. It's going to lose it. And we're going to go up till we reach 40, which is right here. I don't know if you can see 40. So let's go there. 40 is right under this line, and the 0 right down here. So the 0 in the middle, let me try to focus again, and the 40 right here, right under this line. Again, tighten that up, and let's do the 40. So before we need to move a lot, now it's just like this. 40 and 40. You heard the click, stop it. So now I'm going to do the same thing to 65. We're good to go. So now okay, that one is good. This is good. Let's see what happens. Let's try to turn. Yeah, it's hard. It's getting harder because everything is there. But it is turning. And alright, zoom out. Go zoom, go zoom. Yes. So here you see the difference between what I did today and what I did yesterday. Yeah, today's job is much cleaner. Everything is honed, and yesterday's job is like so sloppy. There's a bunch of oil leaking from everywhere. I'm not sure if I needed that. Alright, so that's it for this video. Everything is assembled. If you look down here, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. They are all torqued 20, 40, and then 65. So I did 20, 20, 40, 40, 65, 65, bottom and top, alternating. The first one, the first cylinder, let me see if I can make it lighter. Yeah, I can. I'm kind of tired here because it's like 32 degrees outside and I don't have a heater. So this one I put actually the lube, assembly lube, and those ones I put just W30. I put assembly lube, but every time I push up and down, it pushes all the assembly lube out. So here I think I put enough oil. There you go. I put assembly lube on the rings. One thing I did was I moved the rings. It's gonna move anyway, but it says put one ring here, one ring there, and the oil here and there. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna take it out of there. It's getting together. All right, that's it. Everything I use, the lube, the bearings. This took me forever to find. They are King and the Chrysler Neon CR4 195AM. But check out the description. I'll have a link for you for where that thing goes. The torque wrench, the assembly lube, and all these little things that I had no clue where to buy, what the name was. And also this here, piston ring compressor. This is the brand is OEM. Also down here in the description. And honestly, without this I would not do that very happily. Anyway, like button, subscribe, and give me a hand, thumbs up. Check out my website www.carmodsgarage.com, and I have much more exciting stuff coming up later.